Hi, I'm Rachel and welcome back to my channel. So this should be what I eat in a week, however that has been a complete fail. So what you're going to have is what I eat in a day before I get weighed. I'll talk to you about what my week's been like in a bit, but it's Tuesday, so I'll spin you around and show you what I'm having for my breakfast. So for my breakfast today I have got 40 grams of the Harvest Morn golden puffs. 40 grams of these is a healthy extra big. Then I have topped it with a broccoli light coconut yogurt. These are half a tin each. Then I've got some speedy strawberries and I've got half a tin of the Sweet Freedom syrup, which is a teaspoon of it, just to sweeten it up. And I'm going to sit and enjoy this. So it's a bit later on now. Breakfast has been eaten. It was absolutely lovely, and it is 20 past 11. So I thought I would just catch you up of how my week's been. This week has been quite exciting. Lots of things have been happening, meaning that there's been no weekly vlog. In my recent weighing update, there was a bit of a vlog added to it where I'd got bits and clips for the week, and in there I mentioned that I'd got some exciting news. I didn't want to personally share it myself because I didn't know whether it'd be put onto social media. However, it has been put onto social media, so I'm allowed to talk about it. So on Tuesday, I got some very, very exciting news. It didn't come as a massive shock to me because there had been conversations, but until you're physically asked, you don't take things for granted. And I got asked by Vicky to be part of her little bridal team, to be with her when she tries on her wedding dress. And appointment got available for that Friday, and I was able to go. This is something which I didn't take for granted. I felt honestly on cloud 9 on Tuesday that I'd been asked to be with the crew, to be there. Yeah, it was just an absolute privilege because it's a very special moment as a bride when you're trying on wedding dresses, and it's a very personal time, I think. I was just honoured, absolutely honoured to be there, and I absolutely loved it. I just loved it. I was in my absolute element. I just love it. I just loved it. And what made it extra special is, for me, it was like the icing on the cake. Me and Vicky, she won't mind me talking about this, and if you don't know who Vicky is, she's Miss 18 Dapper on the YouTube. She does have her own channel. She's amazing. We've done some collabs in the past. She does lots of hauls and charity shops, and she's really, really good. So if you want to check her out, please do so, Miss 18 Dapper. So what made it extra special, like the icing on the cake kind of thing? Me and Vicky, I've had quite an awkward relationship, and we both admit that we're not very good at showing emotion when it's not part of our very inner circle. And we have really tried to break those barriers down, and we have been doing it, and we've had a really good friendship. But I just see that friendship now is moving into more like sisterhood, like sister-in-laws. And for me to be invited on that Tuesday was just like the icing on the cake of being like I'm part of it. I am, she sees me as a sister-in-law, or as a sister kind of thing. And yeah, it was lovely. I'm getting quite emotional actually. Wow. Yeah, it meant a lot. Wow, I didn't even think I'd get emotional. Bloody hell, wait, get yourself together. It just meant a lot, a lot. Me and my brother, we don't talk anymore for lots of different reasons. I don't want to go into it. And I see Daniel as my little brother. I've grew up with him. He was 13 when me and Chris started becoming friends and then going into a relationship. So I've seen Dan grow as a person, and obviously I've seen past relationships and stuff, and to see, and I see Daniel, I always call him Daniel, as a brother, and to see him happy and content with Vicky is just really, really nice to see. It just meant a lot, as you can see. So that was Friday. So on Saturday we got invited to the director's box of Doncaster Rovers. Chris had been doing some work at the training centre, or the training ground as they call it. I keep calling it centre, but it's a training ground, and in and around the stadium. And as a little thank you from the club, we got the privilege of being in the director's box. And me and Chris treated it as like a date day, because we don't often get just Rachel and Chris kind of days and moments together, and it was just lovely. So we both got dressed up. Chris was suited and booted and I was in a nice dress, and we arrived and we had a 3-course meal and complimentary drinks. I had a rosé, and then we went and watched the game. Unfortunately it wasn't the greatest game of Doncaster Rovers. It was nice to be there, like with the director. There was the legend James Coppinger with us, one of the CEOs of Doncaster Rovers, and it was just a really nice experience. Afterwards, Vicky had said that she was going to officially ask Chris to be the best man, Max to be the ring bearer, and Grace to be a bridesmaid. So because of this, Michelle was going to put on our evening meal for us. So we had burgers, which were Slimming Wolf friendly, but the bread cake wasn't, and the chips from the chippy clearly wasn't Slimming Wolf friendly. Saturday wasn't Slimming Wolf friendly, let's put it that way. Grace got her box first, being given a little box, and inside had a wooden hat saying, "Will you be my bridesmaid?" And it was so lovely to see Grace's like face light up, like she was over the moon, because she had no inkling whatsoever. And she got some little goodies in a box which she loved, like perfume, bath bombs, sweets, you know. It was a really nice touch. And then Max got a box for being a ring bearer. There was a pair of socks that said ring bearer, which he'll wear on the day, and he had some like bits and bobs as well, like some sweets, chocolate. And Chris got same the kind of thing, "Will you be our best man? You're the best man for the job," or something it was what he said on his box. And then same again, full of his favourite sweets and goodies and his favourite thing, shortbread, and some socks that said best man, which he'll wear on the day. And it was just really nice day, really nice evening. And that was Saturday. And then Sunday was just a very homey day. Yesterday, which was Monday, was getting ready for back to school. And today they have officially gone back. Grace has entered high school. Wow. Yeah, and I'm constantly thinking, what lesson will she be in now? Because I don't know her timetable, so what lesson will she be in now? Will she be going to lunch? When she'll be going to for lunch? I hope she likes what there is. And oh, it's just, she's really happy that she's got like a bag full of like all her stationery and notepads and a clipboard, so if she gets any homework she can put it on a clipboard so it's not messy. She can't wait to get a planner and highlight it and make it all organised. Max, as always, just took it in stride, like, yeah, I'm in year 9 now, like, you know. Has been my week. So I'm hoping that the days where I've been on plan, I see a loss tomorrow. I deserve a loss, I'll be honest. Or a small loss or a maintain maybe, because the days where I've been on plan, I've been 100% on plan. It has just been Saturday really where I haven't been on plan. Breakfast wasn't on plan, my lunch wasn't on plan, and my evening meal wasn't on plan. But on Friday, before we went to the bridal shop, me and Michelle went to Hobbycraft because Michelle needed a few little bits from Hobbycraft. And where we went in Sheffield, it's just out, so you go past Meadowhall and there's a little retail park and there's a Hobbycraft there. And Michelle went into Hobbycraft, she was in her element in Hobbycraft. While I was in Hobbycraft, I picked up this bottle, which I absolutely love, and it says Witch's Brew. I got myself and I got Vicky one, but they were quite boring. Like, it was just a glass bottle and with a cork, and I'm like, you can do something else. So I got some of these lights and I put lights in it, and I think that looks a lot better than it was. So this says Witch's Brew, and this was only £3, which I thought was a gem, was a steal. And I think these are only a couple of quid, but I just absolutely love it. I put purple in mine, and Vicky, I put red in hers. So I thought that was really cute. And then I also got this little bottle, which says Witch's Brew, and I thought they would go in the lounge when I do the my what's it called, my living room up into Halloween. So I thought they would look cute. That was only £1 or £2? No, these were £2. Then next door was the biggest Poundland I've ever seen. Like, it was huge. It was laid out amazingly. They just started to get Halloween stuff in, and they were just starting to get Christmas stuff in. So I was in my element. I was with Grace, so Grace picked this up, which is a Halloween treat bag. I don't think she'll be going trick-or-treating this year. I don't know whether she's too old for it. She's not mentioned it, but you never know. I might just put some little goodies in there just to say happy Halloween kind of thing. I got some Halloween marshmallows for the Halloween hot chocolates because it's getting colder, and I do love hot chocolate on an evening, especially the Cadbury's Highlights, which are like 2 cents. Some little Halloween chocolate balls. Then I needed something, so between my curtains in my living room, I normally have Hocus Pocus, and then at the top I have 3 witches, but I've had it for years upon years, and I've saved it, and last year I had to officially say goodbye to it, which broke my heart, knowing that Hocus Pocus 2 is going to be coming out soon. But it was getting tired, it had been ripped, one of the balloons had deflated, and it just wasn't working. So we were upgraded. So I got this from Poundland, and it's these 3 little ghosts, and you get the balloons with the faces on, you blow up the balloons and you put the netting around it. So these look like they're going to be floating because you've got like little string to go with it. So I'm going to have these floating near my curtains. That was from Poundland. And then from B&M, I picked up this, which says Spooky Vibes, which is in silver. And I think these 2 will look really good with my like theming I've got planned for it. I think these hanging down from like here is going to look really, really cool. So that was £1, and that was £3 from B&M. They've got some really good stuff in B&M. I'm trying to be good, like trying to like be good. I don't need any more, but I did need something for that window. My little treat was this cauldron, and I absolutely loved it. Like, I love how it's like all melted. Now don't get me wrong, I don't think they meant to do that because they all looked very, very different. But what can you expect for, was it £1 or £1.25? I'm sure it was more than £1. And I think Michelle got a pumpkin one, but I liked this because I thought this with hot chocolate with some squirty cream on top looks like the bubble in a potion, and some marshmallows. I thought that would look really, really nice. I wasn't going to tell the husband that I'd got a new mug, but Grace let it out of the bag that I got a new mug. So he was best pleased for another mug for my collection. And then finally I picked up some like skinny bars. These are the Skinny Dream Strawberries and Cream, and these are the Skinny Dream Rocky Road bars. These are personally my favourite. I thought, I've just moved my fan and I just saw it, I caught my eye, and it scared me then. So that brings us up to where we need to be, and I'll show you what I've got in the slow cooker because I am preparing. I'm liking that I've got a routine back now. Yeah, all exciting, really, really happy. So I'll show you what I'm having for my lunch, I don't know yet, and what I've got planned for my evening meal. So for my evening meal, I'm going to be making allotment pie. So I've got some lentils getting washed, which have been there for overnight. 250 grams you'll need for this recipe. An onion stock pot to make onion gravy. These are 2.5 sins. A vegetable stock kit, which is sin free, and then some Maggi liquid seasoning, which just gives it a bit of a meaty flavouring to it. I think it's half a sin for so many drops of this. I don't personally count this. I know you should, but I don't. And then I'm going to have carrot and celery and some other veg to bulk it out. And then on top of it, so I'm going to be preparing this, making the pie up. And then when I come in from dancing, all I have to do is top it up with the mashed potato. So this is my favourite way of making mashed potato. It's the most creamiest way. I haven't done it for ages, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to do it because I don't like standing over a pan waiting for this. So this will be on for 8 hours. So basically you just get a bag of, oh, it's not going to work. So all you need is a bag of potatoes. This is a kilo's bag worth of potatoes. Chop them up, dice them up, and then add it to 300 mils of vegetable stock, and then pop the lid on. You can put it on high for 5 to 6 hours or on low for 8 hours. I've just got it on low for 8 hours. And then when it's done, you mash it up in here, add a little bit of milk, 5 tablespoons or a couple of tablespoons. You could add butter if you want to add butter. I don't personally do it. I just fry like butter to it, and then it makes the most creamiest, tastiest mash ever. And then I'll just top that onto the pie, pop it into the oven with a little bit of cheese on top, and voila, it's all done and dusted. And this is my favourite way to make mash. This is my tea tonight, lentil pie with mashed potato full of veg. So for all of it, it's 2.5 sins. So I'm classing it as 1 sin for the allotment pie, and then I've got 2 sins worth of gravy on top, and then I've got a healthy extra cheese on top of the mashed potato. So I'm ending the night with a black coffee. That's been everything I've eaten for today. So weigh day tomorrow, wish me luck. If you are interested, Grace had a brilliant first day back at school, and Max just fell back into the normality of being back into secondary school. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this, and as always, sending huge positive thoughts. See you soon, bye.